You know what we do?
Put it up to
11, exactly.
So you've just got yourself the Sony XM6 flagship earbuds, and maybe, just maybe, you rush through the setup process and now maybe you're a little bit worried that you might be missing out on some of these earbuds' best features. And if you did, don't worry, because that's what I did too. And that's why I've spent ages searching for the best settings and features for these earbuds. And that's what I'm about to share with you in this video. And if you stick around, I have created 3 custom EQs, which I think make them sound so much better. So stick around for that if you're interested. Anyway, let's get into this. So here are the first 10 things to do with your brand new XM6 earbuds. So let's kick this off with a few settings that will instantly level up the sound quality that you get from your XM6. So on your home screen, you will see your earbuds at the top and the codec that is currently using. And you can see right here, when you first set these up, you will default to the AAC codec, which is good, but it's not the best one available on these earbuds. So this is the first step that you should take if you want to turn your sound quality up to 11. So on your home screen, if you scroll down, you will see the Bluetooth connection quality options. By default, it will be set to prioritize stable connection. You want to change this to prioritize quality. And do pay attention to the disclaimer here. You can still use the dual pair functionality, but it's not quite as smooth as when you use a slightly lower res codec. But if sound quality matters to you, then you should absolutely do this on day one. Okay, tip number 2. And this is another sound piece of advice, and it's a little harder to find. So follow me carefully through these settings. On your home screen, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you should see device settings. Tap here. On this page, right at the top, you should see sound quality and volume. Tap there. Right here, you will find the DSEE Extreme, which is Sony's very own audio upscaling software. So if you tap on this, you can set this to auto. And the great thing about doing this is whenever your phone detects that you're playing lower res audio, the DSEE Extreme will kick in and level up that sound quality, even if the original recording wasn't that good. Okay, number 3, this might have been something you set up on day one, and it's very possible that you skipped right past it. And if you did, you will want to know about this. So if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you will see device settings. Go to that. And on this page again, we're going to go to sound quality and volume right here. Now, if you're not sure whether you skip past some of those features that I alluded to in the intro, this is where you are about to find out. When you scroll down, you'll see 360 reality audio setup. Mine has a tick next to it. It says optimized. And just underneath that, I've got spatial audio or spatial sound. That is also optimized. If you don't have those 2 blue ticks right there, that means you did miss these. So all you need to do to set these up is tap on here. You'll then be able to create your own hearing profile for 360 reality audio. So there are 5 steps to this, and it is kind of a process of elimination. So first you play A, see if it sounds like it's coming from the direction that is showing you on the screen, and then play B, and figure out which one of these actually sounds best to you and most accurate to that direction that you're seeing on screen. You then go through the 5 steps, and now you've created a custom 360 reality audio setup specifically tailored to you. Once you've done that, if you hit the back arrow, you can then go to the spatial audio and head tracking setup and run through this process as well. It takes a couple of minutes. It's very self-explanatory, and it's worth doing if you want to improve how your audio sounds when watching movies and using head tracking for audio and generally listening to spatial audio tracks. So once again, on the home screen of the app, scroll all the way down to the bottom, go to device settings. At the top, we're going to go to sound quality and volume again. And this is where you will find the Find Your Equalizer feature. This is quite similar to setting up the spatial audio. So what you need to do at this point is line up your absolute favorite track of all time and start playing it before you hit next. One by one, you will toggle through these to find the profile that best suits the style of music you're listening to. And once you complete the process, it will create a custom EQ for you. I did rush through this one. This is definitely not the best EQ, so don't try and copy this one. I have some fantastic EQs, which I've spent days and days working on, which I am going to share with you guys at the end of the video, so stick around for that. So if you're on Android, you might be in luck because you might possibly have a much higher res audio codec than any iPhone, and I'm about to show you how to find it. So if you swipe down your quick settings from the top, go to your Bluetooth icon, hold your finger down on it, expand your Bluetooth settings, and then go to the settings next to the Bluetooth device. And this is where you will find a couple of hidden features, which will almost certainly be off on day one. And it's these 2 right here, LDAC for high res audio and super wideband speech for double the voice clarity that you get as standard when using earbuds. And something really important to know about LDAC is that you will get much higher res audio quality, up to 24-bit, 192 kilohertz, but the range is slightly shorter than the classic codecs, and it will also limit the use of simultaneous pairings. And this is just a quick way to check what codec you're currently using. Right now I'm using AAC DSEE Extreme, so that's the auto upscaler. Once you enable LDAC, it will disconnect and reconnect, and then within the app you should see the icon right here switch to the high-res audio LDAC codec that looks like this. Now let me show you how to improve the ambient pass-through mode on the XM6 earbuds. Once again, on the app, scroll all the way down to device settings, and this time we're going to go to the noise cancelling and ambient sound at the top. And even though it says auto next to ambient sound, there is another step that allows it to optimize even better for your surrounding environment noise. And if you tap on this, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. There's this feature right here, auto ambient sound. If you enable this, you can now choose the sensitivity. As standard, it is on standard. You can set it to high or low. Essentially what this will do is when the earbuds detect loud noises, for example, a police car or something like that driving past you, it will bring the volume down for you automatically so that it doesn't hurt your ears. And if this is something that you're going to be particularly sensitive to, then you can set this to high. If it's something that doesn't bother you that much, then you can set it to low. Or if you're not sure at this point, just leave it on standard. But at least now you know this feature does exist. And before we move on to the next step, there's one more thing I want to show you guys. If we go back one step and then scroll down, you'll see voice pass through. If you want to, you can enable this. This allows the vocal frequencies to pass through the ambient mode more clearly. So if you do think you're the type of person who might be having full-on conversations whilst wearing the earbuds, whilst using ambient mode, then you should definitely switch this on. But do be aware that this will block some other noises that you might need to hear if you're a cyclist, for example. Okay, here's a question for you. Did you set up the digital assistant when you first connected the buds to your phone? If you didn't, don't worry, because I'm about to show you how you can do that now. And if you did, well done. You were one of the few people that actually followed all of the steps during this setup process. But with that said, there are a few more features that you might not know about which kind of tie into the digital assistant. So let me show you that. When you go into your app, go to device settings and go to voice assistant right here, and then expand the voice control section. There are a few other options available to you, and there are some hidden features here as well. So if you choose this one at the top, operate headphones with voice commands, you might think that you would be sacrificing the digital assistant for this, but actually you're not, because when you open up the check commands right here, you will see what you have available to you. With this enabled, you can say things like, hey headphones, play song, and it will play the last queued up track. And you can say things like, hey headphones, pause song, and then that way it will pause the music without you ever having to find your phone or even touch the earbuds. This could be great in a number of scenarios. For example, if you're at the gym, if you are riding a bike or something like that, and you can't use your hands, well, then just use your voice instead. And like I said before, you're not actually sacrificing the assistant, because when you hit next, you will see that you can still summon the assistant, but just in a slightly different way. Instead of using the standard wake words, what you have to use now is assistant, and then that will wake up whatever assistant you have on your device, which is also fantastic if you want to start or stop timers or set alarms or anything like that. But if you want to keep things a little more simple, you can just set it to voice assist function of the mobile device that you're using, and that way you don't have all of the headphone commands. Or you can go just digital assistant here, which is the initial setup that you may or may not have skipped past when you first got the earbuds. So Sony have actually massively improved the XM6 mics for voice call pickup this time around, and I did actually test that in my review type video where I highlight all of the upgrades. But there is another new mic related feature which is actually off on day one. So let me show you how to find that. Scroll all the way to the bottom of the page again, go to device settings, and then this time we're going to go to controls, and here is where you will find this brilliant new feature, and it's this right here, enable the headphones microphone operation. If you hit this little arrow here, expand this menu, and this is where you can turn this feature on. So with this on, whenever you're on a phone call or a conference call, you can double tap the earbud to mute the mic. And then if you leave this on, you'll get this little mic mute indicator sound playing through the earbuds every 30 seconds or so, just to let you know that you are in fact still muted. And this won't actually show within the web conference software that you're using. So they won't know you've muted your mic. Only you will know. So just be aware of that. And I do believe this is a very, very useful function. So there's a really nice default feature on the XM6 earbuds. Whenever someone's trying to talk to you and you've got the noise cancelling on, there's a good chance you're not going to be able to hear them because the noise cancelling levels are so good on the XM6. But what you can do on the left earbuds is just place your finger, keep it held down. This activates speak to chat or pass-through mode. And then when you lift your finger off, it will switch back into the noise cancelling mode. However, if that seems like too much effort, there is another option which is even more effortless. So on the home screen of the app, if you scroll all the way to the bottom and hit edit right here, you have a bunch of different switches, including one called Speak to Chat. If you turn this on, this adds the Speak to Chat feature to your home screen, and you should see it here. If you enable this, whenever you start talking, the ambient mode will kick in, and when you stop talking for a certain amount of time, it will then go back into the noise cancelling mode. And if you hit the little arrow to the side of this quick setting, you can get into the more advanced options here, where you can dial in the sensitivity of the speak to chat feature. So for example, you don't want to just be humming along to a tune and then it automatically switches the mode. So this might be something you want to look at. You might want to change it to low sensitivity if you do like to kind of sing along quietly. Actually, never sing along because this will definitely kick in. But what you can do here is adjust the time until the mode closes after you stop speaking. And the reason that I recommended that you add this to the home screen is because this is very useful when you're on a plane, but not necessarily on a day-to-day basis when you're just listening to the music walking down the street or something. Okay, here's an important feature that's switched off from day one that will actually improve the battery life of your earbuds. Check this one out. Scroll down on the home screen, go to device settings. Here at the bottom, you should see power and battery. Go to this. And here, enable the automatic power off feature. This will do exactly what you think it does. And if you know you're going to be traveling for a long time without a power supply, if you go back one step, you can enable the auto power save. Just be aware that this strips back some of the features that we've just activated, and you'll see those listed there. And then there is one more battery related feature here, which could be very useful to you if you plan on keeping your XM6 earbuds for a long time and you want to prolong the battery life in the long run. Switch on this, the battery care feature. This does limit the maximum capacity of the battery, but like I said before, it does protect the battery from degrading very quickly. All right, so you've made it all the way to the end of the video. Of course, I've saved some quick fire bonus tips and tricks for you guys, starting with this one. So if you hit the three dots in the top right corner on your home screen, you'll see the option to log into an account. This is where you can log into your official Sony account. Once you do this, you do unlock some exclusive features on the XM6. Okay, if you've just done that, now let's move on. At the bottom of the screen here, you should see Scene. Tap on this. You can activate it for the first time. And what this does is it allows the app to detect where you are and what kind of music you listen to when you're in these specific locations. You can set this to automatic so that it will learn on its own. But you can also set up your own ones. For example, if you go to the gym one here, you can set the location of your gym and set the time and place when you normally go, or you can just set it to always if you're not sure what time you're going to be there. But whenever you're in that geolocation, it will switch to this specific mode that you set up, and then you can choose the app that you want it to open when you get there. Also, while you're here, you'll see the voice cue feature. If you go to this, your earbuds can actually update you every hour. If you leave the time signal cue on, it's actually spoken as well. You can change it to not spoken if you prefer. Okay, here's another bonus tip. On your home screen, scroll all the way to device settings. This time we're going to go to quick access, and here you can set up quick access to any one of these apps. I have YouTube Music, and I've set it up that whenever I double tap the right earbud, it jumps straight into YouTube Music and starts playing the last played track or playlist that I listen to on that app. And let's say you have Spotify, you can set this up as a triple tap if you wanted to. But the quick access features are definitely worth taking a look at. Okay, here's another quick tip, and this is really for anyone who cares about their hearing abilities. So if you go to the Discover page at the bottom of the screen here, you will find a section called Safe Listening. Once you activate this for the first time, you do have to give it a couple of permissions. And once you do, the app will begin to monitor the sound pressure levels being delivered to your ears And if you do exceed the recommended sound pressure level, you will get alerts to that. And also with this activated, when you go back to your home screen, you'll notice you've unlocked another little feature on the home screen just below the song displaying, and it will show you the current pressure level as well. So yeah, it allows you to keep an eye on your ear health, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Okay, so you've made it this far, you might be interested in my custom EQs. I've made 3 different ones for 3 different types of music, and I think you might really appreciate them. So first of all, to get to the equalizer, scroll down and you'll see equalizer right here. When it's off, you're actually using the Sound Engineer's calibrated sound. If you go into this, there are presets for different types of music, but if you go all the way to the end, you can dial in a manual one, a custom one, and a custom 2. And as you can see, mine aren't even set up because I had to reset the app back to default settings to make this video. So to dial in the custom EQ, you just hit edit here and then you can use these sliders. Let me show you my 3 EQs. If you're the type of person who appreciates bass heavy music and you want a bit more power, not only in the bass, but also in the vocals as well, this one right here is fantastic. Great for rock, also dance music with lots of vocals. The second EQ is this one. This one is even more powerful. This is actually my favorite one of them all. You get a little more clarity in the high frequencies and great depth in the bass levels as well. And then the third one is this one. This is the kind of ultimate bass one. Slightly less clarity in the higher frequencies, but still very, very good audible details. But with this one, you get a lot of power when it comes to bass. And that's one of the areas that Sony have really elevated this time around with the XM6 earbuds. So I appreciate you guys for watching this one. If you did find it useful, do let me know in the comments. I really, really appreciate that. And if you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man. And I'll see you in the next one, so don't be late.
It's on stage, but it's very, very special because if you can see, the numbers all go to 11.